What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 26th of September. Early morning here. We're taking a look at the markets. We're looking at Aerodrome Finance slash the United States dollar. This will be a daily chart. Coinbase is the price data here. So if you watched all the way through yesterday's video, we kind of ended it pretty quickly towards the end there. We had some issues with audio, so I was talking about this sell-off here. Let's see, this sell-off here. And I was talking about the bathtub analogy. When you drain the bathtub, the water kind of drains. And then as it starts to get lower, it just speeds up and boom, drains the bathtub out pretty quick. And then the only way to go from there is to fill it back up. And that's a great reference to market sell-offs. So that's what I was talking about at the end of that video. I have to try to remember which book that was from, which investor that was from. Anyways, what's going on here with Aerodrome? We have Aerodrome Finance up 2.86%. Guys, welcome to the channel. Appreciate all the support, all the new subscribers, all the activity in the comments. I've done a pretty good job here. YouTube has done a pretty good job, I should say, at keeping these spam comments under control. So for whatever reason, they are completely dormant right now. It's wonderful. Anyways, we have, so yesterday, let's zoom in here on the chart. This is a daily chart, by the way. We are going to go into a smaller time frame. We got the close yesterday below the 98,224. So 98,224 is this yellow line right here. And we were trading slightly above it, I believe, yesterday evening. And I said, basically wouldn't be surprised to see a close below that line. And that's exactly what happened. The reason why that happens is because it's an overhead line and they act as targets. They act as resistance. It's very rare you'll see the market kind of just ignore it and continue on. It does happen, but it's rare. So that's why I expected to see the market basically close at or slightly below that level. And you could see it here, respecting it. Respect, and then we broke above it. So at some point they will be broken above, as all the lines below the market have as well. But for usually the first time they are met by the price, there is usually a pretty good reaction. So let's say we're above 98,224. We got the close below it, and what I said is when we close below the 98,224 for this example, I expect some sideways to downward action. It can be brief though, so we could rally and hold and close above the 98,224 level today. So they act as resistance or support depending on which direction and which level we're talking about. Just for a period of time. If you look back in here, the period of time was for these levels. It was 1, 2, and then on the third day we started to move back above. So we got here's another example at the 92,337. We closed slightly higher. We traded below it the next day, but we closed higher. Here it is again, 98,224. We traded above it during the day, closed below it by the end of the session. And today, here we are trading, just slightly above it. But we did trade down to a range of, or a price of 95, it looks like. 95,790, roughly. So that is that. We have a big move here overnight in the U.S. stock market futures. We have Bitcoin futures starting to move as well. Looks like the big movers are the S&Ps and the NASDAQ. We have gold actually up. It was up $8. The Russell got hit pretty hard this week. It's up. It is up, but it's not up that much. We have the Dow Jones, the /MYMs, which are the micros. I believe those are up a couple hundred points as well. So we got big movers here. I was looking for a big NASDAQ move, and we'll see if it holds or not. All right, guys. So let's say things are bullish across the board today, which they're off to a good start. It's a long day, though. 98,224 is, that's our level right now in play, right basically where the market's at. All right, let's say we rally today, and, that's what I'm rooting for the bulls. If we rally today, 104,829, 104,829. We are just under a dollar right now, actually. We are at 99,405. Next level to watch, though, is 104,829. That's this blue line right here. And that's where the market actually topped out on the 18th of July. So this past summer, that was where our top came in, closed below the resistance line. Trend continued to the downside. 104,829, 106.42. 106.42 is also a line up there we're watching. Take a zoom out here. That is where the market topped out right here. Like I said, on the 18th of July, that's currently where we are. That's potentially where we're going. That's the next levels we'll watch if we get a strong break to the upside today. The next level above that, if we have a super day today and we blast above the highs from the 18th of July, we are going back up towards, it's quite a ways higher, the $1.28 level. That's this white line right here. This level came into play on the top right here of the 27th of May. Also back in here, early May. I remember this level. That's where we topped out, and then boom, we had a lot of red days all the way down to the high 30s, low 40s. So that is what we're watching, guys. That's just about it. We did a quick video last night. I had a viewer ask if we could do them before the close. We were able to fit that in, and it looks like some people watched it. So that's awesome. What does it look like here today for a heads up? So right where we're trading at now, which is at 99.2 up to 104, call it a 5.5% move. Up to 106 is going to be about a 7.5% move. If we get a crazy day here, don't know if it's possible, but up to a 128, you're at about a 29 to a 30% move. So 5 to 7 for starters, and then anywhere in between all the way up to just about 30%, 29%. That would be $1.28, and that would be just where our next area we'd be looking for price to move. We'll see. These markets are on a tear. Thanks for all the comments on and sharing. Anyways, where would you exit? Where would you lock in profits on this if things started to head south? Keep in mind that the price is roughly up 61% from the breakout. And I think today will be 13 days. 13 days. You're talking almost 60% in 13 days. And that's if you're not long from, lower levels. Big support down here at 43,633. So, it's interesting. It's if you're trading it, it's always good to have, in my opinion, a place to lock in some profits if everything heads south and starts to go against you pretty quick. Have a set of rules you can follow. Whatever that is, whatever works for you guys. That is going to be it here. So the levels before we end this video, we'll check out Bitcoin real quick. The 98,224, that's our level today to watch. We actually closed below it yesterday evening, which I thought we would. But the markets are strong, so we're testing it again today. 104,829, 106.42 is above the market, about a 5 to 7% move higher. Those are the next areas above to watch. That's where we topped out on the 18th of July. Above that, $1.28. And then we have plenty of levels to talk about. I don't think they'll come into play today, though, so we'll get to them in the next video. Let's go over to Bitcoin. Once again, this is a Coinbase chart, and we did check out the 3 minutes. So we have Bitcoin up 0.89. Really nothing. Again, we're still we're still in this range here with these three levels. So those levels are between 64.1 and 63.7. So until we start to break out above that, it's just, it is what it is. Playing some head games here, but the level that we want to watch if we do blast off today is 68,748. All right, guys, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, join us here. Turn the notifications on if you want to be notified. Most videos are out pretty early in the morning. Yesterday, if we can get into a routine of doing a video in the afternoon or something like that, we will. So anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Of course, not financial advice.